warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Throw caught there by Osborne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Lazard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I should like that they match up for a few reasons.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins gives way to Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Cousins.
He's got Cook running the slant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins now. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
K.J. Osborne with the 1st down grab in the Minnesota Vikings organization. They're all eager to see exactly what they have in him because he came out of nowhere in 2021 with 50 catches and 7 touchdowns after not catching a pass as a rookie in 2020. He certainly earned a chance to be in the team's top 3, and they want to see if he can build on those numbers from 2021.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
And they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, Green Bay.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Hey, flipper! Bring up 48! Gun!
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you. And he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. There's some space here. And he's out right at the 25. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, 88!
Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Rodgers on third down. He'll get this to Lazard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw here to his running back. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play fake. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled it in.
So a big kick to get this back to even, and now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, But, boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
86.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll go again to Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Now Crosby for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
The score, Packers 20, Vikings 13. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've had fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met